Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm so pleasantly surprised to see all the family right here. I can see Chua, I can see Bojas, my man, I can see everybody. King Toes is here, Mrs. Carr, it's good to see everybody. I hope you're all doing well, that's correct, and you're ready for a special episode of AEW Dynamite. Tonight we're going to be hearing from Paige. Tonight we're going to be seeing some big matches. It's all going down right here in AEW Dynamite. It's going to be good. It's going to be damn good. And I hope everybody's doing well and you guys are ready for the show. That's right, we're just kicking off things right here on the show. And just like you said, just like you can see right here, we're keeping track of the entire thing. We're keeping track of the stats that matter. We're keeping track of all the important stuff. That is, how much time do we have left before the show is going to be going off the air? How many matches have we had tonight? How many segments have we had tonight? How many ads, the most important of them, do we have tonight? All of that stuff we're going to talk about. And right here, as you can see, we got the predictions and the trivia champion being acknowledged. We got the chat right here. So yeah, a little bit of a vibe right now going here. That's right, that's correct. And Kingston says, AG, you scared me all of a sudden appearing. You know, that's what brothers do. We appear all of a sudden, brother. That's it. But good to see you, my brother Kingtones. Ricky, it's great to see you. Wilbert, it's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I like that. I like the dabbing. That's correct. Love that. And no, the belt is not on the line, but, you know, every single show I try to put the belts on there and let everybody know who our current champions are. That's right, that's it. And Showa, good to see you. He says, do you know John Cena dad attending AEW Dynamite? And that's right. That is crazy to him. That is crazy. Well, I guess you cannot stop a wrestling fan from attending a wrestling show. And we know John Cena's dad is a pretty big wrestling fan, so good on him. Good on him. I hope that he enjoys the show tonight. It's supposed to be a good one. And Gary, good to see you, my brother. Chris says AEW Dynamite is in my hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. My brother Chris, it's great to see you. And that's fantastic. Well, hopefully Massachusetts gives us a great episode of Dynamite tonight. That is right. That is scary, says King Toads. Okay, alright. Is the return of the Joker our true champion? Well, let's see. So, as we know, wait a second, what's happening here? Wow. Did not expect that. We're starting things off with the Gun Club, it seems. Okay, James, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And that's right, true. It is Wednesday. And you know what that means. We know what that means. It is a day, hopefully great wrestling, great episode, hopefully from AEW. The expectations are high. And just like we see from Chua right there, Chua says that John Cena's dad is attending AEW Dynamite tonight. So if that's true, you know, the expectations are very, very high for sure. And Andy says, AJ, I just dropped a message to you. Let's see. Andy, I'll take a look at that very quick. Oh dear. That's crazy. So you're telling me that Taryn Terrell is no longer going to be in NWA. She gave her notice of fear of the direction of women's division. That is crazy. So if that's what she's done, that is absolutely insane. I'll tell you what right now, guys. Right before, like literally 2 minutes before I got on this stream, we started out the Watchalong. I got an email from the NWA, right? We just got a message from the NWA, and I responded to that email. So, yeah, that is crazy. And I was hoping that we would be able to arrange something with that Taryn Terrell. That is crazy, Andy, that she is not there with the company anymore. It's sad. It is sad. And good to see everybody. RIP the 24/7 title belt. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss it so much, but that's true. RIP the 24/7 title belt. But let's forget about the 24/7 title belt when we have the walking, talking showcase of the world's greatest tag team title belts right here in the FTR. The belt collectors of tag team championships. There you see them in all their glory. This is good. 8-man tag team action. That's right, true. Kicking things off. So we're starting off. Now this is tricky because, you know, you guys probably know this. I'm not the biggest fan of multi-man matches. It's hard. It's a little bit hard for me to follow so many people in the ring at once. So sometimes Not a fan, but this is an interesting way to start things off. 8-man tag team action is tricky, but pretty sure they've got some big moves planned right here. There has to be a reason why this one is kicking off the show. Let's find out. And Kingston says, Dana not happy about losing the belt on Twitter. Well, the belt is gone forever and a day, and the only thing that Dana used to do is gone as well. And here we are with the Acclaimed making their presence felt, coming out right here. The Acclaimed. And I did see that, Joe. I did see your message about John Cena's dad being there on the show. It's crazy, but I guess you cannot stop a wrestling fan from doing wrestling stuff, so that's good. That is good. And Lady Frost has asked for a release. She got... Oh, wow. Lady Frost also no longer with Impact Wrestling, says Andy. That is crazy. All these wrestlers leaving their promotions. It is insane. Wow. And... thing that the heels are winning this one is true. I've got a feeling it's going to happen as well, brother. And as you can see right here, guys, we've got all the statistics, we've got all the matches, the segments, everything taking place here tonight. We're going to keep track of that. The ads, the segments, the matches, all of that stuff. So, yeah. Right now, we are on the first match of the night, so that's great. That's great news. Had this been the WWE, we wouldn't have seen the number one for the matches probably until 30 or 40 minutes into the show, much like this past Monday night, right? And thank you for that, King Toast, thank you. And as we see the matches underway right here, seems like we got Dax kicking things off along with Mr. Gunn. The True says the heels are winning this one. I think it could happen. For sure, absolutely. And I can see James right here making some noise for AEW. That is sweet. And the match is underway right here. Gunn right now in control, gets Dax in the corner, and now with this kick to the midsection, gets him down in that corner. But if the heels win this match, who will be taking the pinfall? It's a big question because everybody's super over on the face side. You got FTR, they're super over. You've got, of course, the Acclaimed super over. Maybe Bowens takes the pinfall. Maybe he'll take the pinfall. Let's see. Ricky, I love that, brother. Scissoring stuff. I'm not going to scissor you, Ricky. I'm not going to scissor you. Absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. Of course I would scissor you. That's right. That sounded so wrong. MG, my brother, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Good to see everybody once again. And it is Dax still in control. Interesting. And of course, we know that this weekend, November 12th, we're going to be having the NWA Hard Times 3 pay-per-view. And November 12th is going to happen. And following that pay-per-view, we're going to have Impact Wrestling's own Overdrive pay-per-view. Followed by it, it's going to be Full Gear from AEW. And of course, at the very end, it's going to be the Survivor Series show. So big matches happening this month. And this is just the beginning of the fun right here. FTR and Acclaim, that's right, Chua. Okay, so Chua says FTR and Acclaim, the faces, are going to win the match. Well, let's see what happens here. Andy says, I wanted to let you all know, when we are watching NWA Hard Times this Saturday, if my comments stop going, it'll be because I lost power from Hurricane. I am aware, brother, that the hurricane is approaching. You stay safe, stay home, and hopefully the power doesn't go off. Please take care, brother. R.I.P. Impact, let's have a moment of silence, says James. It's sad, right? Impact has definitely lost a lot of talent over the past few months. You talk about Mia Yim, talk about now, you talk about Lady Frost. There's so many people, Maria Kanellis, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett. They have lost a tremendous amount of talent. I don't know. Maybe Lady Frost is not such a big loss because, to be honest, if you look at the past few months of programming, Lady Frost was barely featured. If she was only on the pre-show, nothing super important. So maybe Lady Frost's departure will not be felt. But apart from that, the other departures are definitely being felt just a little bit. That's right. Yeah, that's right, true. She's definitely been gone for a while. The last time I remember seeing her, I do believe that she was on the pay-per-view's pre-show. That's it. So, yeah, nothing super huge from her in Impact Wrestling. There was a point where she was still kind of pushed, but that push it stopped after a while. So, yeah, that happened. And I can see a good comment right here from King Tones asking what time those pay-per-view Eastern Standard Time. So of course they're going to be starting at 8 p.m. That's when the main card starts. But when it comes to NWA, it's going to be starting about at 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, it's going to be this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern with the pre-show, and of course the main show at 8 p.m. Eastern, the same damn time as always. And Chua says, AJ, are you going to stream ROH Final Battle? Absolutely, brother. We're going to be here for that match as well. Absolutely. And Thunder Rosa stuff. I mean, there's always some rumors going around when it comes to Thunder Rosa. Yeah, she's quite active still on social media, still posts here and there. But when it comes to her return, I really haven't heard anything about Thunder Rosa apart from a little bit of a rumor here. I don't know if we can take it a rumor. I don't know if we can take it, but it seems like an appearance will be happening very soon. Wow, look at that. The match going on at a right and sweet pace as we speak right now. But let's see. Yeah. So she definitely has been gone for a bit. Thunder Rosa apparently did just do a little bit of a meet and greet over the past weekend for AEW. But apart from that, have not heard anything about the timeline of her return or when is she going to be back on television. Haven't heard anything about that just yet. AJ, has Saraya dropped her message yet? I don't believe so. She's going to be dropping it, I believe, soon, if I'm not wrong, on the show. And I think that message will have something to do with her returning to the ring, returning to, in-ring action, which most likely will be during the Grand Slam week in AEW, but we'll find out. She posts third strap. Oh, I see. Alright, well, anybody that posts third straps on Twitter, they get muted, they get blocked by me. I'm not falling for that crap. I'm not falling for those traps. Absolutely not. And Morrissey is here, that's correct, truth. He is indeed here. Another former Impact Wrestling star, Morrissey, making his presence felt. King Tones, thank you for that. Absolutely. Yes, that's right. Rosa probably appears during Winter is Coming. Yeah, if she's able to make her recovery by then, Winter is Coming seems like a decent time to come back. Absolutely, brother. Alberto Del Rio should go to AEW. Well, he would love to go to AEW himself. He said that even if Saraya is there, he would have no problem doing business with them. So, yeah, he says he'd love to go there. I don't think that will be best for either parties. Neither Alberto, nor Paige, nor Saraya, so probably should not happening. Alright. Lady Frost. About Lady Frost, so she did a WWE tryout where they kind of liked her, but even after the tryout, they did not take her because they felt like she was too old, way too old for their programming. So they needed fresh faces, and Thunder Rosa was not it. She did not make the cut, and that is when she, was able to join Impact Wrestling. But she did try joining the WWE. They liked her, but felt she was too old for the company. So that happened with Thunder Rosa. Most of the women he is jealous of Rosa. I'm sorry, that happened with Lady Frost, I meant true. And James says most of the women is jealous of Thunder Rosa. They're just like baby elites. Rumors spreading. Well, there's a lot of rumors spreading about Thunder Rosa. We know she's a phenomenal athlete. One of the very best. You want to watch her matches, but again, lots of negative PR around Thunder Rosa. Her mistreating the up-and-coming stars, mistreating the jobbers, the rookies. All those rumors are rampant. So hopefully the truth is out one day and she's able to address those rumors. But yeah, the rumors are out there. That's right. And as we see here, the tag has been made. Bowens gets in here. And this is the guy that I expect to pick up the loss here, pick up the pinfall here for his team or maybe against his team. And go home with a defeat. There you go, nice super kick too. Okay, now he grabs Swerve Strickland. Look at those elbow strikes and punches alternatively to the back of the head of Swerve Strickland. And with that being said, he goes down hard. And it's time for scissoring. Anthony's ready for some scissoring. Kick to the midsection, followed by a kick to the chest. And from behind, and he takes him down just like that. Going for the cover, Anthony, 1, it's a 2, and it's a kick out. The match continues. Marcy is known as Big Cass. That's right, Chua. Popularly known as Big Cass. He is W. Marcy. You got it. Kingston says, AJ, what do you think of Alberto Del Rio or Boogeyman for the Royal Rumble? So I don't believe Alberto will be back, to be honest. I don't think that they're going to bring him back just because of the negative PR that he'll bring with him, right? I mean, just think about it. I have this guy on the show doing an interview, and people get so angry. They get so heated up. If WWE brings him back, that to such a big pay-per-view such as the Royal Rumble, they're going to get massive heat, which they probably don't want at the moment. That's right. Tomorrow night on MLW, new season starts. Enzo is taking on Jacob Fatu. Well, Enzo isn't going to last in the ring 10 minutes, or should I say 7 minutes for Jacob Fatu. It's not going to happen. That's going to be interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Kingston's Rosa definitely one of the very best in AEW's locker room when she was around, so without a doubt, she is good. But if you look at the locker room right now, you know, you've got a lot of favorites. You've got Sky Blue, you've got, of course, Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, Nyla Rosa, and, of course, Jade Cargill is getting better and better. So there was a time when Thunder Rosa was the best. Now, you know, the competition is getting high, and it's getting busier in the locker room, so maybe not the best anymore. But we shall find out when she comes back. And here we are with Keith Lee taking out Bowens, and this could be it once again. That's right, I told you guys so. He's got to be the one who will pick up the who will actually be pinned. There we go. Shane and Keith Lee once again working together. Great tag team as always. And Shane looking to dive. He goes diving down on the faces. Truth's prediction here is that the faces will take the loss, that the heels win the match. Well, let's find out. Let me know, guys, also, what is your prediction for this match? And we got James here says, WWE wanted Rosa to be a referee, and she told them to screw off, and she did the right thing. I mean, that is just absurd. Why would they want somebody with the talent of Thunder Rosa to be a referee? That makes no sense. We got Andrew Nautic here. My brother, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. And Jeff says, I love the clock. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. And if you guys have any more suggestions, any more ideas, let me know. But, you know, I'm trying to keep track of all the statistics. By the way, big move of the top turnbuckle. Everybody is now down on the ringside. I mean, everybody down on the ringside. It's crazy. All 8 people are down. And yes, guys, if you have any more ideas about the statistics that we can keep track on, let me know. But so far, we've got time that is left before the show is going to go off the air. We got the number of matches, number of segments, and of course the ads. And speaking of ads, we did get picture-in-picture, so I think that also kind of counts an ad, so we should probably keep the track of picture-in-picture too. So I'm going to make that a 1 because we did get 1 picture-in-picture so far. So that's a 1. That's correct. Alright, back here in the ring, it is Dax right now in control. He's looking to lock in the figure four. Figure four is locked in indeed. And could this be it? I don't think so. Somebody's got to come in. Somebody has to come in and break the submission hold, and there you see it. Mr. Gunn comes in right here in the nick of time, breaking the submission, and now a kick to the top of the head. Harwood in trouble. Double T move, good job here. The Acclaimed back to the scissoring. Okay, the Acclaimed win. They're winning. The faces are winning this match. It's certain. They're not going back home without a victory. And it is Max. Oh dear. There you go. I thought Anthony was probably going to be the one who'd be pinned for this in this match, but instead he's the one who picks up the victory, who pins for the victory here, and gets the victory for the Faces team. The team of FTR and Acclaimed pick up a big victory here. That is interesting. Lee is angry, sister. Wow. Alright, let's take a look at that. I'm probably a little bit behind you guys because, of course, AEW, you know, they've got some streaming issues right here in India, so it's a little bit behind. But, okay, let's find out. Alright, sweet. With that being said, we now go to the commentators Excalibur, Taz, Tony Schiavone. Interesting. Let's see. Andrew says there was an ad right for the DraftKings. That's right, brother Andrew. Thanks for that. So 1 ad so far. Bowens with the victory. That is right, James. They do it. They do it. And with that being said, True says, I was wrong. Maybe we'll have title changes at Full Gear. Let's see. Let's find out, brother. But one title change that must happen, that should happen, is the Predictions Championship. Hopefully, True is able to win it back. Let's find out. But right now, still the Prediction Champion, Brooklyn Joker, and here we are with MJF. Let's listen in.
I definitely shouldn't be traveling on the road, and to be frank, the only thing I'm worried about is that match at Full Gear against Jon Moxley. See, this is the most important match in my entire career. But what I don't think wrestling fans understand is this is also possibly the most important match in the history of our sport. Well, I'm going to explain why. This could be the potential crowning of the next face of the next generation of professional wrestling. You see, every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, really, we see people that lead the charge of a generation bring professional wrestling to new heights. Guys like Bruno Sammartino, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, guys like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena. All of these men were generational talents. And that is exactly who MJF is. So here's what's gonna happen. All I have to do to etch my name into history is to have a long, fruitful world title reign. And the only person that's getting in my way is Jon Moxley. Now, I'm not going to sit here, Big Cat. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to pretend that Jon Moxley is an easy competitor to beat. See, I don't like you, John. I think you're a low-life scumbag piece of shit. I think you're from the slums of Cincinnati. And I think you have absolutely no class, but I do respect you. Because, John, you weren't born to be a world champion. Matter of fact, you're born with 2 left feet and not one single athletic bone in your body. However, I respect you because you had to work your ass off to become the man you are today. Blood, sweat, tears, sacrifices. You had to defy all the odds, doing 15-hour drives, wrestling in front of 15 people for $15. And you
Alright, so MJF here, calling him a low-life scumbag, but still managing to put him over and telling him why he respects Jon Moxley. That's sweet.
November 19th, you're about to lose that hate because I was born to not just be a professional wrestler, but to be the professional wrestler. I'm the guy who can come on the #1 sports podcast in the world, part of my take. I'm the guy who can do movies, TV shows, commercials, talk shows, and I can wave the flag of the AEW brand, and hell, I can wave the flag of professional wrestling and bring pro wrestling back to where it belongs as something that everyone is talking about.
There we go.
Every single wrestling fan, promoter, analyst, and pundit is fully aware that that throne is for the taking. I'm the one who's going to take it. I'm so sick of waiting my turn.
Alright, so MJF says he's sick of waiting his turn. He is, November 19th, he is coming after the AEW World title, and he's taking it away because he was not only born to be the greatest wrestler, but the greatest champion. So let's see what happens when MJF goes on to fight Moxley November 19th at Full Gear. Well, let me know, guys. Do you expect MJF to actually defeat Jon Moxley and become the world champion of All Elite Wrestling? Do you think it's going to be happening at Full Gear? Let me know. And I can see everybody here chanting for MJF. That is sweet. That is good. And that's right, brother. King Tone's commercial breaks indeed ads. That's right.
On November 19th at Full Gear in the tri-state area of Newark, New Jersey, in the Prudential Center. I am not waiting for the spotlight anymore. I am grabbing it. And you are going to have to take it out of my cold, dead hands, John. Your boy William Regal bet on the wrong horse. I don't need a Dynamite diamond ring to knock your lights out. Because come Full Gear, the devil gets his due.
Alright, MJF with a nice and sweet promo right there. Sweet. Okay. And if it's going to be very big, says Andy, it's going to be big. The match is going to be big, without a doubt. And let's see what else do we have here. Kingston says, is the countdown going to be on the WWE shows as well? We're just trying it out right here. We're trying, how you guys like it. But let me know, how do you like the inclusion of this tab right here, the statistics tabs. If you guys like it, we're going to keep it around for the other shows as well. If you don't like it, we're just going to keep it limited to AEW for a couple more weeks maybe, and try something new out. If you don't like it, we'll just remove it altogether. So let me know if you like it or not. If you think it's necessary or not. And James says, Dark has been crazy. The factory has been getting crazy. Correctly, videos sent to them on the big screen. And that is interesting. Okay, I'll try catching up, James. Thanks for that. MJF era to begin, says MG. Okay, Andrew says, yes, MJF wins. So lots of people here think that MJF is going to be walking out with the championship. Okay, and Andy says exactly MG as well. Andy agrees. It's cool, says True. Thanks for that, brother. Thank you. And AJ, today is Chris Jericho's birthday and Alex Abrahantes. That's sweet. Thank you for that, Shua. Alright, happy birthday, Chris Jericho. And Alex, thank you, King Tones, for that. And yeah, so 50 and 50 MJF wins, says James. I want it to happen. I think it's about time that MJF finally wins the championship. Jon Moxley as champion, it's sweet, it's great, and you know, he does it wonderfully. But again, we've seen Jon Moxley as champion quite a few times, so you know, it's time for something new. It's time to try something new. It's time to see a new champion. I feel like MJF as the champion would be fantastic, would be great. And with that being said, this is the second commercial of the night right here. The time is right for MJF is what Gary says, and I totally agree with Gary. The time is certainly right. And if not now, when are they going to do it? Winter is coming. I don't think that Full Gear Winter is Coming has any comparison. Full Gear definitely a bigger pay-per-view than Winter is Coming. Winter is Coming usually, you know, a special of Dynamite. So this is a pay-per-view, one of the most anticipated pay-per-views of the year. Full Gear, you know, let's make it happen. I think the time is perfect for MJF. It should happen. I love the ad trackers on the top right. That's it. You know, ads are so important. So important. And, you know, it's a part of our watch-alongs. Every time that we're watching these shows, we are keeping track of stuff like that, right? It's important. This stuff is important to us. I say it all the time. How much time do we have left before the show is over? You know, how many matches, how many segments have we had? How many ads have we seen? We see it all the damn time, and here we are, right here, you know, keeping track of the commercials. That's correct. And let's see, this run for Moxley has not been the best, says Andrew. It's been kind of stale. I feel like Moxley was the best person that they could fall back on after the whole CM Punk, drama. Literally, there could have been no better champion or no better person to really hold the territory for AEW, for Tony Khan, and become champion. So Moxley did a very good job with that. And he kept the title, you know, just as important, relevant. He kept the standards high. So gotta give big ups to Moxley, you know, for making the most of the situation in a very sudden manner. But yeah, I agree that we've seen you know, Moxley's reign before. We're seeing it again. It's time for something new. It's time for MJF. Absolutely. And MJ says, agreed, Andrew. Moxley's run has been so-so, but he was a placeholder to begin with. That's correct. So this was never meant to happen. His run was never meant to happen. All of it happened, you know, because of the whole drama that went down. And here we are now, once again, another segment, it seems. Oh, Malcolm Bivens. I still call him Malcolm Bivens. It's funny. Wow. Did he say dick riding? Okay. The guy's really angry if he's using terms like dick riding. He's got to be very angry for that. Okay. With that being said, we're done with 2 segments tonight, and it's time for our second match as well. Let's see. Stokely calls MJF for dick riding. It was funny. Yeah, he did. Stokely's awesome. The guy's got no filter. He says things as it is. And right now he is coming out with all ego, Ethan Page. You know, say what you want about Stokely. When he comes out here in that plain t-shirt and those trousers, he looks like a nerd. He looks like an absolute mark, an absolute nerd. So maybe he should put on a blazer, because I feel like he looked a lot better with the blazer. Without the blazer in that shirt, he looks like, I'm sorry, but a nerd. He needs a blazer. He does. Happy 17th birthday, Jericho. It's time to go away. People are sick of you. Bring the ratings way down, says James. I love James for that comment. That is funny. Now, Jericho is not 70. He's 7, and he's going to be around for a long time, James. He's just getting started. I love that. Anyways, yeah, Jericho, say what you want about him. An absolute legend. You know, he was one of the first matches that I ever watched myself. And I can say, I guess he made me fall in love with professional wrestling, so I have to give him that. But he's a legend. As we say that people they die a hero or they live long enough to see themselves become a villain. And in the terms of professional wrestling, in the world of pro wrestling, either people retire a hero or they continue to wrestle long enough to see themselves become the villain. And in Jericho's case, he is becoming the villain. So maybe it's time to hang up the boots sooner than later. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. And thank you for that, Chua. Thank you, King Tones. And true, that's correct. Dick riding is the term of the night. And Lol James, Jericho isn't 70, he helps out AEW, says Andy. Absolutely, and AEW literally got that kickstart because of guys like Jericho, because of guys like Moxley, because they were around and they believed in AEW before anybody else did, so that's important. Drew says, Ego to win. I agree. I think it's going to be Ego as well. He's definitely going to pick up the win. But I feel bad for the way that Eddie's been booked lately. I love Eddie. I love the fact that this guy literally has no filters. I mean, Eddie and filter, it's polar opposites, right? I love Eddie for that, and not very happy with the way he's been booked lately. I gotta say that. Anyways, let's update the number of matches here real quick, because now we're down to 2 matches. So not too shabby. We're done with about 31 minutes of the show, and we already have had 2 segments, and we're on to our second match of the night. That's not bad at all, actually. If you compare this to Monday Night Raw, we had 1 segment and 1 match in the first hour of the show. And here we are, that was not an important segment or an important match, that was just a match and a segment. And on Dynamite, just within the first 30 minutes, we already are on to our second match of the night. Not bad at all. And 2 segments done as well. Not bad. Not bad. Kingston has only had 19 matches. AEW says true. That's crazy. Only 19? That can't be true. Wait a second. What about the Darks and all the other matches that he fights? Are those not counted in the official? That cannot be true. 19 matches is impossible. That's way too less. Wait a second. Let me find out. That cannot be true. Only 19? I think that I've seen him wrestle more than 19 times in AEW. Let's take a look. So AEW, Kingston. Alright. So in 2020, alright, so this whole thing, did Excalibur say it? Because Excalibur is wrong if he said that. So 2020, Kingston had 11 matches. 2021, he had 43 matches. And in 2022, he had 21 matches. So if Excalibur said that, he is wrong, because Kingston has had a lot of matches in AEW. We just got that. That's right. He has had a lot of matches. So Excalibur or whoever made that claim on the commentary desk, they were wrong. So wrong. That's crazy. 14-5 makes no sense. How did they come up with that number? That makes no sense. Literally, if you look it up right now, if you look up the statistics, he's had 11 matches in 2020, 43 matches in 2021, and 21 matches so far in 2022. So, wow, how did they even come up with that number? It blows my mind, True. That is crazy. Yeah, I thought this was a family stream. I know, MG, now I thought we were watching a family show, AEW, but that phrase is apparently a phrase. Sorry about that, James. Sorry about that. We're going to keep that phrase out of the stream. AJ, is there a way you can list what match is going on currently? Absolutely. Yeah, we can do that as well. So, thank you for the suggestion, Andy. In the next stream, I'm gonna add that as well, so we can take a look at what match is going on at the moment. That's a great idea. Thank you for that, Andy. Really appreciate it. And let's see what else do we have here. Oh, that was King Tone's idea. All right, thank you for that, King Tones, Andy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see what else do we have here. It would be helpful to be individuals. I got it. Thank you for that, King Tones. Definitely. I'll list down the matches that are going on currently as well. Sure. Did anybody notice the record of these two? Except Ethan Page was 33-10 and Eddie 14-5. I feel like we saw Eddie way more. Absolutely. Just on to True's point right there. That is absurd for them to list that number. That's got to be some sort of a glitch. Maybe a typing error or something like that, because we have seen him a lot of times. Over 80 times, that is. So, I don't know how did they come up with that number. That makes no sense whatsoever. I used to not like Kingston, but he has been growing on me. Same. likewise, I like Kingston a lot now, right? I love the fact that this guy's not got no filter. He is as honest and as real as it gets. Kingston is amazing, and I want to see him get booked better. I want to see him go to the top of the ranks, maybe fight for the world title one day. Would love to see that. That's right. Thank you once again, guys. Did I hear that the 24/7 title is gone? That's right, Mark. Welcome. It's gone. It's been thrown in the bin. You know, hopefully Medusa doesn't come back taking it away from back outside of the trash can once again. But so far, as of now, the 24/7 title is in the bin. It's gone. It's long gone. And Raw this week was horrible again. And as always, the WWE marks are calling it the best of the year. Look, even for a mark, they cannot call this week's Raw the best Raw of the year because literally the first 2 hours were pain. The first 2 hours made no sense whatsoever. The third hour is when everything went down, you know. Austin Theory cashes in, all this drama happens. So the third hour of the show made a little bit sense. But again, if you think about the third hour of the show and how things really went down, Austin Theory cashed in his briefcase for the US Championship on the same damn night when Seth Rollins was out there literally giving out open challenges for the US title. So the whole story makes no sense. Why would he not take the open challenge but instead use his Money in the Bank briefcase and cash it in on the US Champion? It makes no sense. So I agree. This week's Raw was terrible. Terrible booking. Maybe not terrible booking because I'm glad that they took the briefcase off Austin Theory, but the way they did it was weird. And the whole show, you know, the first, second hour especially, just bad. So yeah, not a great Raw. Absolutely not a fantastic Raw. AJ Chris Jericho is trained by... Alright, that's sweet, Chua. That's sweet. And let me drink some green tea here. Alright, sweet. And still to come, guys. I know that AEW must have heard the fans. And, you know, we saw a little bit of a clash between Jamie Hayter and Sky Blue last week. But tonight, it's not a tag team match. Nobody will be here to ruin the party. We're not going to be seeing Britt Baker. Tonight is all about Sky Blue and Jamie Hayter, as the two women are going to be meeting each other one-on-one. I know the last week you guys love watching them in the tag team match, but tonight, no interferences, no tags. It's going to be just Sky Blue and Jamie Hayter, and that match takes place tonight. So looking forward to it. M. Gene says Triple H has been producing some bad shows since he's been at the helm. Absolutely, and it would be very, very biased to say that Triple H, ever since he stepped up on the board in the executive position, all the shows have been great. They haven't been great. Yes, some of the shows have been fantastic, but there have been very low points in this whole journey as well. Some of the shows have been just outrageously terrible, and this week's Raw was terrible. No doubts about that, you know. And I'm not scared of saying the truth. We're not scared of saying the truth. It's true. It's damn true, and there we see it right there. Look at that. All ego Ethan Page taps out, but the referee a bit too distracted to see it. And Stockley runs out the ring for his own good. Eddie Kingston, obviously, he's distracted. He looks at Stockley. This gives all ego Ethan Page here some time to recover, some time to get his stamina up and running. And now he delivers two very big kicks to the side of the head of Eddie Kingston, laying him down and laying him flat right there. Okay, All Ego, though, is looking for a big high-risk maneuver off the top turnbuckle. I don't know if this is going to be worth it because Eddie Kingston looks like he can very well get up to his feet or roll out. There you see it. I told you guys. Eddie looked like he could very well get up to his feet before Ethan would even climb the top turnbuckle. And he does just that. He gets up, he hits him with an uppercut, and now is looking, oh my gosh, is he trying to bite his head off? What the hell? Eddie Kingston was looking for a superplex. Again, wasting a lot of time. And, Ethan Page gets away, slides off, and pushes Eddie into the turnbuckle yet again. And now he's looking for a superplex of his own. This is crazy. Wait a second. This is going to be a big move. That is crazy. A big move. The way he delivered that from the top turnbuckle was insane. And no questions asked. All Ego. His ego just got a lot bigger after that victory right there. Big and impressive victory over Eddie Kingston. He does it. He picks up the win. Just like True said, he picks up the win. Good job here from the All Ego Ethan Page. Very good job. Really cool. Lots of cheeks with blue and hater. That's quite true. Without a doubt. Lots of cheeks indeed. What happened to you Monday night? Says James. I was here on Monday night, but had to, make a move during the third hour because Monday night was our festival, so, family time. So I was here for 2 hours, but had to make a move for the third hour. That's right, James. And Gary is here. Good to see you, brother. He says, Andy, I wouldn't mind a women's mid-card title. I see. A women's mid-card championship. I feel like people are going to say that, hey, AEW already has so many titles, but to think about it, it's only fair because the men get the mid-card title, so why can't the women also get a mid-card title? It's only fair, I guess, so not against the idea. I wouldn't be against the idea at all, Gary. Absolutely not. And here we are, by the way, backstage. The Dark Order is cute, but it's sad that it's cute, right? Shouldn't be cute. Anyways, let's see. Saraya and Dr. Britt Baker face to face. Let's see what happens, brother. And here we are now. Wow. Wow. So is Wardlow going to come out here for the Butler? It seems like it. Wait a second. It seems like Wardlow possibly wants a Butler. And he's coming out here with Samoa Joe. Joe, without a doubt, is a very dominant tag team. And I guess they plan on doing so. They plan on being a tag team for a long time here. Wardlow coming out here with Samoa Joe by his side in his corner. That cannot be good for the Butler. The guy is going to be fighting it tonight. MG asked us AJ about that game. Wait a second. What game are we talking about? Let's see. Did I miss a comment? Possibly did. AJ wonder if an interview with Kingston would be unjustified as this character on his unfiltered as this character on the screen. Without a doubt, if we do an interview with Eddie Kingston, it's going to be unfiltered. You know it. By the way, guys, we're going to be doing some AEW interviews very soon, hopefully. And I have a meeting scheduled later this week regarding the AEW interviews regarding some talent that we're going to be getting on the show. So big meeting happening this weekend actually. If I'm able to crack that meeting, the forbidden door is going to open up wide and we're going to be having AEW talent right here on the Wrassingh show. So looking forward to that. And that's right, the 24/7 title is retired. It's gone. You know it, brother. Let's see what else do we have here. They are watched a lot of chats after Monday. Yeah, I know. Lots of people did. So I leave and Austin Theory decides to cash in. After almost a year of holding the briefcase, he decides to cash in the minute I leave, James. That's the story of my life. By the way, Wardlow right here once again did not give the guy a chance here at all. Has been on the offense since the very beginning, and he's going to be picking up the victory in no time. That is for sure. And this right here is the third match of the night. So far we've seen 2 segments, 3 matches, I believe 2 commercials, so that's not bad at all. That's a pretty good rate. And once again, let's take a look at what do we have here. I can see that, Tones, you were talking about some game that you had suggested. Let me know what game it is, because I cannot find the comment, and we'll talk about it. Alright, I see it now. Okay. Emjin says, anybody hyped about the new God of War game or the new Sonic game? Did not hear about any new Sonic game coming up, but I did hear about the God of War game. It's been out for about 2 days now. So that's sweet. But about the Sonic game, I'll check it out. Thank you for that. And here we are once again with Wardlow taking out Bowens just like that. Sorry, Bowens. I don't know why I thought of Bowens. I guess I'm still thinking about the scissoring. It seems like Wardlow is still not done though. He's going to go for it one more time. He's going to put him away yet again. Let's see. So True says this will be quick and Hobbs will come out. I think it's going to happen. Hobbs should come out. He's not out here yet. What Wardlow is doing at the moment is just destroying the man. Just having fun at his expense. With that being said, 1, 2, and 3, and he wins the match. But is he going to get the Butler now? I mean, technically he should, right? Since He gave the guy a championship match. He should get the butler. That's his right. He earned it. There we go. Hobbs did not come out here himself, but Wardlow grabs the microphone and he's challenging Hobbs to come out here, right now. Apparently, Wardlow does not even care about the butler. He doesn't care about the butler at all, but he cares about Hobbs. And here he is, Hobbs coming out. This guy's awesome. Yeah, Hobbs is incredible, without a doubt. And Will Riley, good to see you, my brother. He says, voted Ethan Page with good because AEW likes Eddie Kingston. Yeah, I mean, Eddie Kingston always a hot topic of conversation, right? Heat magnet as well because how unfiltered he is. He does attract a lot of heat, so that's that with Eddie Kingston, brother. But it's great to see you, Will Riley. Great to see you.
It'll always be mine, and for that matter, I'm gonna take every title in this company.
There you see it, Wardlow here wants to take away every title in this company. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! By the way, the cameraman did a terrible job because they almost missed Samoa Joe turning on Wardlow and attacking him from behind. That is crazy. Literally was just talking about the fact that Wardlow is a dominant tag team. Seems like they're going to be tag team for a long time. And here we are with Samoa Joe taking out Wardlow from behind. And there you see it. Chokehold locked in. That is crazy. Samoa Joe has just turned on Wardlow. That is insane. James says, I called it. Truth says, I called it. I don't know how you guys called it. I thought they were going to work together as a tag team for a long time. But here we are with Joe turning on Wardlow. Did not see that coming. That's crazy. So Wardlow wanted to capture every title in the company. But now it seems like Joe is the guy who has his eyes set on every title. At least a TNT title right here in AEW. There you see it. So even though Joe has turned on Wardlow, doesn't look like he's still getting along with Hobbs. That is not the case. He has just turned on Wardlow. There you go. And Wardlow is flat out and down, but Joe here walking with the pride. Crazy. Did not see that coming at all. Mark says, when I saw the 24/7 title debut, I felt like WWE should get a television title. But the 24/7 title was the right title. Absolutely not. And you know what? It might have worked, but the way it just got carried out, the presentation, just the fact that they only involved the jobbers, the look of the title, everything was just weird and odd. Anyways, we are going to be face-to-face between Britt Baker and Saraya up next. And of course, Tony Schiavone is going to be hosting the whole segment. Now, Saraya is expected to make a groundbreaking announcement tonight. You know, hopefully something about her in-ring future, which people expect for her to be wrestling once again and to make her in-ring return around Grand Slam week. So we'll find out what happens, I guess, when we come back from the commercial. With that being said, we are currently on the third commercial of the night. Not bad at all. Tonight's show has been pretty sweet, you know, if you consider the amount of matches that we've seen, the amount of segments we've seen, and of course the commercials. It's been sweet. So we're done with an hour, almost an hour of the show. And in this hour, we've seen 3 matches, we've seen 2 segments, and we've seen only 3 commercials. This is pretty sweet. I like it. That's right. And Gary says, I'm all in for Powerhouse and Wardlow. I know. Gary with the roller coaster of emotion saying, what the hell? I know, brother. Did not see that coming myself. I would like to see Joe win the TNT title. It seems like he wants to win the TNT title as well. After last week, I see it coming miles away. That is crazy. So this week, we get 2 big turns. Of course, Zoe Stark turning on Nikita. And then you have Samoa Joe turning on Wardlow. So 2 tag teams in wrestling break up this week, back to back, day after day. We could be getting Joe versus Hobbs versus Wardlow. Now that is what I want to see. And honestly, after that face-off between Joe and Hobbs, it does feel like they're not getting along. And also it feels like Joe wants the TNT title. So maybe that is exactly what we're going to be getting, Joe versus Hobbs versus Wardlow for the TNT title. I think that makes a lot of sense, true. And I would like to see that, honestly. Anybody else would like to see the triple threat? Because I would love to see it. 3 big powerhouses, on the promotion, just battling it out in a triple threat match. Nothing better than that. I would love it. Would be nice if they run the 24/7 title into a mid-card title for the women's division. Sure, I mean, yeah. but maybe give it a new name and also give it a new look, because this whole look was weird. A green title belt did not make sense in the first place whatsoever. Yeah, we don't need this title to be around, honestly. The design, the name, everything about it, the legacy of the 24/7 title has been ruined by the jobbers, by the clowns walking around, running around for the title. It made no sense whatsoever. And I feel like the worst part about the way that they booked the 24/7 title was that if you were in the ring with Akira Tozawa and Dana Brooke and somebody like Sami Zayn would not go for the 24/7 title. He would not even attempt to win that title. And when you have your own people, your own stars not caring about the title, that is not a good look. Fans stopped caring about the title themselves. So the upper mid-card or the mid-cards, they did not pursue the title, and I feel that was a mistake. Everybody should be going after the title regardless of what it is. Everybody should go for it. And if for the 24/7 title, you just saw outright that the mid card and the upper mid card and the the higher card did not care about the title, and that was wrong. As we see here, it seems like it's true. I've heard some buzz about it. A women's mid card. I've heard about it. Wow. Alright, Renee Young looking good, and here we are, Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, a TBS champion versus TBS champion. It's going to happen Saturday, November 19th. On one hand, we've got the TBS champion. The other hand, we've got the self-proclaimed TBS champion. So this should be good. It will be a collision, true. I totally agree. And Tony Schiavone right here. Wow. I don't know if it's just me or Tony. Seems like he looks a bit too tired tonight. He's slouching a little bit tonight. Okay, anyways, Britt Baker coming out here. Adam Cole's girlfriend. You know it, brother. And he doesn't like her anywhere near Tony. Now, look at that sass. Look at that attitude as she comes out right here. What do you guys think about this lady, Chelsea Green, though? Do you expect for her to sign with WWE? Do you expect her to pop up on one of those shows? Maybe War Games? Do you expect her to maybe participate in the War Games match that's coming up real quick? Let me know what do you think about Chelsea Green and her possibility of joining the WWE soon. Let's see. You like fried zucchini, AJ? Well, I'm not the biggest fan of zucchini myself, honestly, brother, but fried anything right now is prohibited. I'm not having fried anything whatsoever. At all. At all. You know, I'll tell you guys something. This whole... Wait a second. Alright, Saraya coming up next. That's interesting. So I'll tell you, the past few months, past 4 months or 5 months that we were on Twitch especially, right? We did a lot of streaming. I was streaming for really endless hours. We did streams as long as 54 hours. And, stuff like that, it takes a toll on you and takes a toll on your physical self. Your back starts to hurt and it basically takes a toll on your body. It does. And I learned that over the past 4 or 5 months when we were on Twitch. It was crazy. So now I'm kind of in recovery mode where, I'm trying to, exercise as much as I can. I'm trying to eat well, so anything fried for me is a no-no. But yeah, the past 4 months that we were streaming on Twitch, countless hours, was crazy. It was crazy. And so now, right now, I'm on recovery mode with everything fried out of the equation. Nothing fried for me anymore. Tony looks grumpy. That's right, true. I feel so too. Maybe he's just having a hard day. Maybe he's just tired. But there's something about Tony that seems a little bit off. Anyways, let's listen in and see what this segment is all about.
First of all,
The big announcement.
I bet you guys are really wondering what's happening with me now. Am I clean? Am I not clean? Am I going to wrestle?
That's right.
Am I not going to wrestle?
Yep.
I will let you know that a couple of weeks ago I took MRIs and did x-rays and CT scans and unfortunately for Britt,
There we go. Unfortunately for Britt. Which means...
100% clear.
There we go. So Saraya says that she is cleared. She's going to be back. Unfortunately for Britt, Saraya is 100% cleared. Britt Baker, though, does not look happy, not a bit. There we go. She says, this is still my house. Britt Baker, Saraya, it's gonna go down. Possibly full gear.
Well, it's
Wow.
So, you're clear. What does that even mean? Do you know how to do this? Do you still know how to do this? You're clear. No. We aren't clear, Saraya. You have been coming after me since the day.
Alright, so Britt Baker says, alright, so you're clear, but what does that even mean? Do you even know how to do this? Do you have ring rust, basically? She's questioning if Saraya has ring rust, which is a good question, because after being away from the ring for such a long time, you know, you can't help but have a little bit of ring rust. I'm pretty sure Saraya has work to do. She's got a lot of practice, a lot of training to go into before she steps back into the ring. There's gotta be some ring rust when it comes to Saraya. She's been gone from the ring for quite a long time. Good point here, raised by Britt Baker. The fans are split. You know, early on they were cheering on Saraya, and now they are here backing up the DMD. Britt is putting Saraya over. That's right, true. Yeah.
In here and call it your house.
There we go.
Because it's funny, I don't recall you laying a single brick. And I understand that finally, I get it. I know why you're obsessed with me. It's because I'm everything wish you could have been. And if you think I'm lying, if you think that's not true, let me remind you, you left your house and walked into mine.
Wow, okay. Britt says, alright, you calling this your house, you did not lay down a single brick. You left your house and walked into mine. Honestly, Britt is not wrong about any of it. Any of it whatsoever. You can't counter that. I want to listen to Saraya's comeback after this one, because Britt Baker right there is just spitting facts. And the fans here are now behind the DMD.
It's really cute you put yourself on a pedestal, considering you got handed your position by Tony Khan.
Whoa, are you kidding me?
You got fed a bunch of QT's trainees.
Wow.
And you've only been in front of the camera for 3 years, sweetheart.
Oh dear.
I've been in this business for 30.
Okay, that's not really a comeback because she's not really answering any of what Britt Baker said, but instead she takes shots at Britt Baker. By the way, she's telling Britt Baker, she's saying exactly what the fans want to hear. She says exactly what the fans say online, that Britt Baker was handed everything to by Tony Khan. So she drags Tony Khan into the equation. That's interesting. So she says that apart from that, you have been handed over a bunch of cute trainees. It's funny that she calls Rebel a trainee because Rebel has been wrestling for quite a long time. Anyways, Saraya here with some comebacks of her own. Not really an answer to any of Britt's questions, but still, little comebacks. So that's sweet. And this is Blue's house. James says this is Blue's house, and honestly, I think we all can agree that the sky is blue, and sky blue is awesome. That's right.
Madison Square Garden, I'm done to O2.
Oh, come on. You know what, guys? I yawn. Every time I hear about Madison Square Garden, I understand MSG is a big deal, but honestly, WWE runs house shows at MSG now, right? They barely do TV, they do a lot of house shows, so MSG being there, maybe it's not a very big deal because even jobbers get to be there. So the whole thing about MSG, I think it's kind of overrated now. So let's stop talking about how you've been on MSG. It's kind of overrated. R-Truth's been there in MSG. You know, Ryback's been there, so yeah. Overrated is what I feel.
You don't have a clue what it takes to make it. But here you go, Britt. Here's
Nice.
another opportunity handed to you on a silver platter. This is going to be my comeback story, and this is going to be your biggest match of your career.
That's true. Well, this is true. This will be Britt's biggest match, or one of the biggest matches she has had in AEW. Britt Baker versus Saraya.
Full gear.
Full gear. Alright, so full gear. It's going down. Saraya, Britt Baker. I think I just got goosebumps right now because that is going to be a big match. Saraya's comeback her return versus Britt will be something that the world will be watching, and I believe that the pay-per-view buys for Full Gear are going to be skyrocketing after this one. A lot of people are going to be tuning in just to watch Saraya return to the ring, and that is without a shadow of a doubt. And there he goes, Saraya picks Britt up. Okay, no signs of ring rust just yet, but we'll find out all about it at Full Gear when she makes her return. She makes her comeback against Britt Baker. Let's see how this goes down. Andy says Saraya was born into wrestling. Britt chose to get into wrestling. That's right. Saraya was born. That's right. And Andy, absolutely. And King Tones, just like we saw right here, Saraya has just announced that she's 100% medically cleared to wrestle, and she will be wrestling at Full Gear against Britt Baker. With that being said, she lays down Britt and makes quite a statement right here in AEW. That's right. I want Tony time, says that. I don't think we're going to be getting Tony time tonight, are we? Because we've got, we just got the women's segment. I think the other women's match we're going to get is Hater versus Sky Blue. So I don't know if we're going to be getting Tony tonight, but I would like some Tony time myself. MSG the Mecca, says MG. Without a doubt, it is the Mecca. But every time they bring it up in a segment, yeah, I cringe. Sometimes I do. That's right, Andrew. That's correct. And here we are now. Man, I really hope that they start using Satnam Singh as more than just a prop who's standing in the back. A big guy in the back. I would like to see him wrestle a lot more than he does.
There you go, kid. Good job. Hey, pleasure doing business next time. Half off. What a guy.
Oh my gosh, the staircase once again. We are back on the staircase.
Join these goon squad of hat people.
Lee, don't hit my friend.
Orange, we're not going to fight you out here. The factory likes to fight in the ring. So, I know you love putting that All-Atlantic Championship on the line, so how about this Friday night against Lee Johnson?
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, Orange Cassidy accepts it. So it's going to be Orange Cassidy versus Lee Johnson. Friday night.
Who are you talking to? Who's talking to us? I said, what's up? Scumbags.
Oh, wait. I think he thinks that we're scumbags. You think we're scumbags? You want to do something about it?
Yeah, I'll fight you tonight on Dynamite.
Wow.
All right, see you.
Alright, so we're done with the first hour of the show. We've just hit, we're just entering hour 2. And with that being said, tonight has been a busy night. Really, we're seeing a lot of stuff. And by a lot of stuff, I don't mean a lot of advertisements. Instead, we've seen 4 segments. We're now entering the 4th match right here. And only 3 commercial breaks. It's crazy. Tonight has been fantastic. And here we are. The best friend taken out once again. There you go. Of course, the best friends are always sacrificed. It's terrible. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. True says, good segment indeed, brother. That was a good segment indeed. Can you list the matches on the screen for Full Gear? Yeah, sure, King Tones. When we go to a commercial, I'll be showing that. I'll be talking about all the matches taking place at Full Gear. We'll do that. The Dallas Sports Series was a thing back in the 80s. That's right, and now it's all about the MSG. That is it. And coming out here is Satnam Singh. The guy's got to break his neck. Where are the best friends? Where is Orange Cassidy? Are they not going to come back here to defend the guy? It's terrible. Terrible. Lethal to win says true, and I think Lethal is, if this match actually happens, without a doubt, Lethal's going to win the match. Here we go once again, a kick to the back of the leg. Lethal is lethal tonight. Toxic, very toxic. Mark says, one last thing about the 24/7 title. I kind of feel bad for R-Truth because that was his baby. And some of the funniest thing I've seen on WWE happen when he held the title. How many times has he held the title, by the way? 54 times? Really made history with that championship. So, just like True said, he's injured right now. He'll be okay. R-Truth is a guy who finds a way to put himself over, right? So I understand that the chemistry between Truth and the 24/7 title was something that we have not seen in decades. Was something beautiful. A relationship that was meant to last forever. But of course, 24/7 title has gone too soon, and Truth is now left without the prop. But here's the thing about R-Truth. He's been around for decades, and he has found a way to put himself over and to stay relevant for decades without the 24/7 title. So moving forward, he's got to find a way to still be funny, to still be hilarious, and still be relevant, even without the title. So don't worry, I think R-Truth is going to be just fine, just like Truth said right here. Decent first hour, says MG, and I totally agree with that. I mean, 4 matches, 4 segments, groundbreaking announcement from Saraya. Without a doubt, the first hour has been incredible, and only 3 commercial breaks. I don't even want to compare this to what we saw on Monday night, because Monday night was miles apart indeed, when it comes to the quality, when it comes to the quantity of matches, the segments. It was just an uncreative show, and here we are tonight. They are able to accommodate a lot of stuff into the show in just the first hour. I think it's crazy. With that being said, we are now going to... Let's see, so we're now going to the 4th commercial of the night. And that's a picture-in-picture, so that's not too bad either. Right, let's get the gun. That's right, picture-in-picture right here. And speaking of that, we got about 54 minutes left before the show is going to be over. Let's see, R-Truth tore his quad the same way the Hunter did. Yeah, it's sad, right? Sad. But hopefully he's going to be fine soon. And he gets some break and some rest, as he very well deserves to. Truth is a 2-time former NWA World Champion. Speaking of NWA, let me real quick take a look at my email, because I am expecting to hear something from the company. You know, it's so funny, because the NWA is a funny promotion. There you go. I just got an email from them. Okay. Just got an email from these guys. Alright. Let's take a look. So they're funny. NWA is a little funny at that. So they have not told me who am I actually gonna be interviewing. They are just asking me for my availability. And right now, they've asked me what times are you available tomorrow in the evening. I've given them a little bit of a time slot. So yeah, that's funny. Let's see. So hopefully we're gonna do an interview tomorrow. They haven't told me. If they don't tell me who I'm gonna be interviewing, it's gonna be interesting, because if they tell me like an hour or 2 prior to the interview, then how am I even gonna have enough time to prepare the questions? So that's that. Anyways, let me just very quickly confirm. Alright, so I've just sent a confirmation about, tomorrow evening, so let's see, hopefully it doesn't clash with Impact, but that's where we are right now. Don't know who am I going to be interviewing. They've just asked me for the time. Hopefully we do get back from them in a bit, but let's see, guys. But just like I keep no filters from the family. You guys know exactly what I'm up to, exactly what I'm doing. Who am I going to be interviewing, how the interviews are being scheduled. No filter between myself and the family, that is you guys. So that's that. And I like to keep it that way. I just do, People tell me, AJ, you're terrible with secrets. And I say, I'm not keeping secrets from the family. I'm just not. And there you go. Nice move on the top turnbuckle. Jay Lethal, once again, lethal as it is. Maybe WWE will acknowledge that Truth won that title now. Hopefully they will, If they can acknowledge the Bullet Club and they can acknowledge stuff that happened outside of WWE, they sure and hell should be able to acknowledge the NWA as well. Hopefully. And let's see, Truth, post-surgery was a success, says Andrew. Yeah. The show so far was better than NXT, says Andy. Without a doubt, brother, the show has been fantastic. I'm not even going to compare it to Raw, because Raw was absurd. It was just bad. But this show tonight has been something special. I've been liking it. I've been a fan for sure. And let's see what else do we have here. You can ask them basic questions. I guess I'll have to do that. But again, basic questions don't make the news. And we want the interviews to be newsworthy, right? That's that. Anyways, guys, wow. Lethal sent straight head first, face first, into the turnbuckle. Did you guys see how his chin just bounced off the turnbuckle pad? That was hard to watch. Lethal right now in trouble. Big DDT, and this is how the tables are turning around courtesy of the turnbuckle pad, Lethal in Trouble. By the way, guys, as I told you guys early on, you know, I'm in the process of building my own studio, you know, at the moment. So we're actually come down to the whole interior designing when it comes to the studio, the background, the foreground, all of that stuff. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna ask you guys for some help. If you guys have any suggestions, anything that you'd like to suggest, any kind of a background, anything in the room that I should have, any equipment, the wall, the shelves, merchandise, anything at all that you'd like to see in the studio, the room, let me know. Send me a picture on Instagram right here. Let me know about your suggestions, and I'll try to make it happen. I'll try to get that in the studio. Right now we're in the process of designing the whole room, so if you have any suggestions about, you know, for the wall, the background, anything at all, let me know. And here we are one more time. He gets Lethal up on his shoulders. Of course, the guy's trying to distract him, and Danhausen comes in here with the curse. Danhausen running into Satnam Singh. This should be interesting, alright. Danhausen is looking to curse Satnam, but that's not going to happen. Or maybe it will. Satnam grabs Danhausen from the headbutt right there to the big guy. And Lethal taking advantage of distraction. That's it. Lethal's got to pick up the victory thanks to the distraction right here. And absolutely, there you go. 1, 2, and 3. With that being said, Lethal with a big victory. Now let's see what else do we have here. Kington's saying that you can ask basic questions. Keep us posted on community tab on YouTube. Absolutely, brother, without a doubt. And thank you, James. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Tyrus, man. If we interview Tyrus, that will be interesting. Tyrus would be an interesting interview for sure. But you know, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see who do we get. Oh, actually, I just got an email. What the hell is happening here? This is so funny. Alright, so I just got an email from the NWA. They're asking me to send them the meeting link as soon as I can. So I'm gonna send them the meeting link. But this is so funny, guys, because they're keeping me in the dark. This is funny. Alright, I love these guys. But I'm being kept in the dark right now. There's some suspense that's building up. So, hello NWA if you're watching this right now, but we want to know who am I gonna be interviewing. But anyways, let's send them the link, and hopefully then we will know who are we interviewing. Let's see. Alright. Jeff Jarrett comes in here, the dirtiest player in the locker room. Jeff Jarrett out here with his guitar. That's interesting. Let's see what Jeff Jarrett has to say here. Oh, Jeff Jarrett, the dirty, dirty man. Yeah, did these two not wrestle against Ric Flair in his last ever match? Yeah, that happened as well, so. Is he going to talk about the Ric Flair last match, or is he not? Apparently not. Come on, Jeff Jarrett. I only wish that he would have mentioned Ric Flair's last match. It's out there. All right. Wow. So they're mentioning India. One very funny. All right, good stuff here. AEW Wrestling Classic Jarrett. That's right, brother. This guy runs his mouth like nobody else runs his mouth, and that's the truth. That is the absolute truth.
Don't you ever wind me up. Do you understand me? I'm putting a challenge out right now.
Wow. Is this guy wrestling at Full Gear? Because if that happens, Full Gear's pay-per-view buys are going to be off the charts. People are going to pay to watch Saraya return to the ring, but people are sure in hell going to pay to watch Jeff Jarrett return to the ring or make his AEW in-ring debut. People are going to pay for that. It's got to be something. Wow. Seems like he will be issuing a challenge next week. We'll see how that goes, because right here, he got a little bit distracted. And now we are here with Jungle Boy and Renee Young. So, that's it. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. Andy says, the master of stroke, Jarrett. Without a doubt, brother, the master indeed. MG says, Jarrett is in a great shape for his age. The guy is still incredible. He can still go in the ring without a doubt. He can still go on the microphone just like you saw right there. He's the best. Yep. And James says, come on, James. No, not Velvet Sky. I know that if you do get Velvet Sky, though, Andy's got to be very happy. Ricky's got to be happy. By the way, where even is Ricky tonight? I know Ricky's got to be happy, too, but I don't think it's going to be Velvet Sky. But whoever it's going to be, we're going to find out just in a few minutes, I guess. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see who is it going to be. Hopefully, they don't keep me in the dark anymore. Hopefully. But let's see. All right. Moxley coming out here, and if everybody stands up to their feet, Moxley, the world champion, walking out here with William Regal. William Regal is celebrating, or just recently celebrated, 30 years of his marriage, so congratulations to the big guy. And here he is, Moxley. Look at the fans going crazy for the guy. The world champion. Love that. Thank you for that, Kingston. Smash the like indeed. The chosen one. Yeah, that's right. We'll be watching WCW Thunder tonight. That is funny. But let's see what happens at Full Gear. If that is going to be turning into a WCW Full Gear pay-per-view as well. If Jeff Jarrett chooses to come back and actually wrestle on the show, it's going to be interesting. And can you talk about the Kurt Angle wants to wrestle Roman Reigns video you put out? Yeah, so, we did do the interview. I'm pretty sure that everybody here already watched that interview. But yeah, Kurt Angle is open. And the people that he is named to possibly wrestle in his last match is John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. He says if he were to have a last match, he would love to wrestle one of those guys because they're safe people. They can put him over, they can work with him, and yeah, he'll feel confident working with those guys. That's right. Let's see what Moxley's going to be talking about here. And Kenneth, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And Andy says, absolutely, it's time, it's time, Velvet Sky time, along with her BFF, Angelina Love. Angelina Love is interesting. I've had personal interactions with Angelina Love, hopefully one day on the show as well, but she is an interesting character. Jarrett wants Sting. Sting versus Jarrett, I would not mind that at all. Absolutely not. I would love it. Let's see what does Moxley have to say here. Wow, do you guys see that fan sign that says "Love You, Moxley"? That's awesome. I miss seeing fan signs a lot. I feel like the fan signs are slowly going away. Fan signs are kind of a thing of the past, but fan signs like those, they're organic fan signs. They're real fan signs, as real as it gets, and I love that. That shows the passion, the love that people have for wrestling and the wrestlers. It's incredible. You can just look at William Regal and you can tell how much fun he's been having right here in AEW. The guy looks happy. He is definitely, without a doubt, in his happy place. But do you feel like now that Triple H is back in control in the WWE, do you feel like William Regal would like to go to the WWE one day and work under the Triple H era, the Triple H regime? Or do you think he's just way too happy, way too comfortable in AEW? Let me know, what do you feel about William Regal and his future in the business? Alright, let's see what else do we have here. EC3 watch along with Wrestler. Well, let's see. EC3 is a tough cookie, so I'm not sure, but let's see. Alright, NWA, come on. No emails from them just yet. Still waiting.
Championship, and he thought he had it all figured out back then. He thought this was his time. So I beat the hell out of him. I bloodied him up, and I sent him packing. I let him know exactly where he stood in the pecking order. But now, all these months later, he's come back around again for another shot. So the question is, what's going to be different this time? I mean, who is MJ? I'm starting to figure out. He seems to be having some kind of existential identity crisis right now. Who exactly is MJF? We know the MJF that he shows to the world. He dresses very nice. He wears a fake diamond ring. He wears clothes his mom bought for him, JCPenney.
That's not true. MJF doesn't wear JCPenney clothes, right? The Burberry scarf itself, it does not say JCPenney. You don't find a Burberry scarf. I don't believe you do at JCPenney. So Moxley here is lying through his teeth. That's correct. I think Regal turns on Moxley soon, says James. I would like to see that, honestly. I'd love to see that. Maybe Full Gear. Oh, wait a second. Can you imagine a Regal turning on Moxley at Full Gear and kicking him out of the BCC only to get MJF on board? Now that would be something. That might actually turn Moxley into broke or sad Moxley. And then after a few months, he'll be happy Moxley. And then after a few months, he'll be happier Moxley. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd like to see that.
The devil. Dude. I have seen the devil. I have met the devil. I have looked into his eyes. I have met some very bad people in some very bad places. Seen some bad people do some very bad things. Dude, you are not bad.
Alright. Wow. I don't know if Moxley is putting MJF over or what is he doing. He says, yo, I've seen some devil. I've seen some very bad people, says Moxley. He says, MJF, you are not that. So I don't know if he's putting him over by saying that, hey, MJF, you're not the devil, man. Or if he's laying him down by saying that, hey, you're not the devil. Come on, stop kidding. That is funny. Alright, Kingston says, man, WWE should release and have Robert Roode to aid. I agree. I feel like Robert Roode, it pains me. It pains, really, to see him not on TV. Actually, to not see him on TV is the correct phrase. Barely see him on television. It's terrible. How did a talent so bright fall so hard, right? I mean, all the way from his NXT days to his very successful SmackDown debut, all the way to the Dirty Dogs, and now nothing? And Robert Roode is just a failure in the WWE, and it's sad. It is absolutely terrible. I'm not even sure if Triple H can rescue him from his own misery right here. So, it's terrible. It's terrible. I agree, Kingtones, totally agree with you. What is JCPenney? Well, I'm not sure, guys. So, for those of you in America, is JCPenney still in business? Because from what I recall in 2017, 2018, there was a buzz going around. Oh, wait a second. That is a Kenny Omega Elite video package, and it seems like it all is going down to Full Gear. It seems like we're going to be seeing the return of Kenny Omega and the Elite at Full Gear. That's what's going to be happening. Yep. It's happening, guys. Full Gear. Full Gear is where it's going down. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks are returning at Full Gear. It's happening. Yep. That's it. The Queensboro Bridge. Alright, Full Gear. So they did not really outright say it, but, you could just tell that it's going to be happening at Full Gear. Without a doubt, the return will be happening at Full Gear, guys. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks will come back on the show. And here we are with the commercial break number 5. So, Let's put that up real quick. Number 5. So far, we've had 4 matches, 5 segments, and 5 commercials. Not bad at all. Pretty sweet. And can you do... you can't... Alright, sure, King Tones. You can't see me. Twitch was funny with the point system. It was kind of funny. There's going to be a fatal 4-way for the ROH Championship, right? Well, actually, let's take a look at the entire match card for Full Gear now, just like Andy had suggested earlier. So we'll take a look at that now. So, of course, the most recent match that has been added to the show is Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker. Apart from that, we know the main event for the show already. It is Jon Moxley versus MJF, a singles match for the AEW World Title. Now, this happened after MJF, he cashed in his chip, his poker chip, that he wanted, the Casino Ladder poker chip match. So, MJF versus Moxley will be happening at Full Gear. We also have the Acclaim, that is Anthony Bowens and Max Caster versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. This will be a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Apart from that, we've got Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Now, this one is going to be for the interim AEW Women's World Championship. And moreover, we've got Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson versus Claudio. And of course, Sammy. A fatal 4-way match for the ROH World Title. We already know it. 2 members of the Jericho Appreciation Society. We got 2 members right here of the BCC. And Jericho wants Sammy to basically sacrifice himself and lay down flat and help Jericho get the win, retain the title. But Sammy wants to fight his own fight and wants a decent shot at the title. So we're not sure what's going to be happening, but you've got 4 people in the ring, and 2 of those, each of them belong to a team. So Sammy and Chris belong to the Jericho Appreciation Society, and of course Bryan and Claudio belong to the BCC. So what happens in the Fatal 4-Way will be interesting. And moreover, we've got Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose, another singles match for the TBS title, and recently announced it's Dr. Britt Baker versus Saraya. And, in addition to all of these matches, we're also going to be having a AEW World Championship Eliminator Final. So the winner of that match will be receiving an AEW World Championship match at Winter is Coming. That match, the competitors for that match, the people who are going to be in the finals, that is not yet known, but we're going to find out very soon. So far, we know that 7 matches will be taking place at Full Gear. And one of those matches, we still don't know who's going to be wrestling, because that's going to be the final of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament. So we'll find out all about it. That's right. And thank you for that, James. Yes, I do need some water. I'll drink some water in a bit. And JCPenney is a department store. That's right. So in 2017-2018, I heard that it was going to go bankrupt, that they were going to run out of business, that they were going to shut down all the stores. But apparently they're still around, so that's good. That's good. The one store that I really miss, by the way, is Toys R Us. I remember that Toys R Us had just a big flagship store in the heart of New York City at Times Square. Really a very remarkable store. When they went bankrupt and they shut down the stores, it hurt a lot of people, because everybody used to go to Toys in Times Square, for the pictures, for the memories, not really to buy anything, but for the memories. And I guess that's the reason why they went out of business. Anyways, NWA basically has sort of confirmed that the interview will be happening tomorrow, sometime in the evening. They've asked me for the link of the meeting, but they still have not told me who am I going to be interviewing. So still keeping me in the dark, I see. That is interesting. Good stuff, NWA. I probably will not be able to get any sleep, because I'll keep thinking about who am I going to be interviewing tomorrow. So let's see how this goes down, guys. Anyways, it's time now for Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue, a match that I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. That's right. JCPenney, no, it's not an indie, it's a US store, brother. That's right. Swerve and Keith Lee should get the belts back, says Andy. Well, let's see, brother. The scissoring stuff is still super over. Acclaim still super over. So I don't know if they're going to get the belts back. And here we are, Jamie Hayter. And in her corner, we've got Rebel, we've got Britt Baker. Britt Baker, though, is not smiling. She is not happy. Still feeling the effects of that little move from Saraya. Britt Baker still looks hurt, and here we are now with Sky Blue. All the Sky Blue fans in the house, in the chat right now, make some noise. Let me know if you're fans of Sky Blue. And she's not coming out alone either. She's coming out here with Tony Storm. And just like Andy said early on, he wanted Tony Time. Tony Time it is right here. As she comes out here with Sky Blue in her corner. Now this is a match that I know a lot of people are going to be watching very closely because people love Tony, people love Sky Blue, they love Hater, Rebel maybe, and Britt Baker of course. So you've got a lot of big stars in the ring right now. Blue, I like that. Marilyn Storm, that is correct, true. You know what? You stole the words right from my mouth. I always wanted to say it, but I thought, I don't know if I should say that or not. But you're right, true. Exactly. She is Marilyn Storm. That's who she is with the hair and everything. Without a doubt, you are so correct. Yeah, but I do like this hairstyle. You know, I've said this before. I dig the hairstyle a lot better than the vet hair that she had early on. You know, that hairstyle made her feel a lot, more casual, laid back. Did not really give her that star power that she needs, that star look. But this hairstyle definitely gives her that. So, big up to Toni Storm in this hairstyle. Marilyn Storm, that is. Anyways, this is match number 5. So far, 5 segments, 5 matches, 5 breaks. The perfect 5. And we're left with about 30 minutes of the show. So, not too bad. Not bad at all. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. AJ is the avatar strut, says King Tones. You know, always trying something new, King Tones, brother. So I thought that, tonight is Dynamite, so let's try a new layout. Let me know, guys, how do you like the whole layout, the whole new look, the comments, the whole, elements right here, the champions' names right here. Let me know how do you like it. If you give me a thumbs up, we'll continue with this layout in the future episodes of Dynamite as well. If you give me a thumbs down, we're going to get rid of it. So let me know how do you like it. And, I'll act accordingly. If you don't like it, I'm just going to, get rid of it. I'm going to discard it. And we'll never see this whole thing come back. If you like it, let me know. And also, if you have any suggestions, any feedback, let me know. And lots of cheeks out there says, true, stating facts. All right, brother. Blue, Andy is so happy to see Blue. King Tones has got those big old eyes. I like that. JB Hater right now in control. Toni Storm doesn't look too happy. As expected. Anyways, this is another commercial break going on right now, so let's update that real quick as well. Another commercial break, which means this is, wait a second. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. She's Madison Rain's special student in training for AEW, says Andy. That's awesome, brother. Thanks for sharing that. So, of course, we know that Madison Rain left Impact for AEW for a reason, and that reason being, a coach. She wanted to be a coach. She wanted to train the next gen of superstars. And, wow, she's putting in the work right here on a very big star in the making. That is Sky Blue, so that's sweet. That is good. And AEW Raw will celebrate 30th anniversary next year, January 23rd. That's right. So, January 23rd, a few days before my birthday. So that's awesome. That's great. Looking forward to it. You always have great setups. Thanks for that, my brother Andy. Thank you. Every time women's match goes up, picture-in-picture commercial, Tony Khan hates women's division. Now, Tony Khan definitely, actually gained a lot of heat over his comments on women's wrestling. He was on the bad side of the table because of his comments and because of his perspective of women's wrestling overall. So, yeah. That's something that I guess we are aware of. So, Tony Khan, he doesn't see women's wrestling as a big draw, or he did not, until a few months ago. So, let's see if he's changed his stance. But I'll say this, regardless of whether he likes women's wrestling himself or not, he still has a great roster, great wrestlers on the women's division of AEW who put on good matches. Right here, this lady, Hater versus Sky Blue, it's a great match. So, yeah. Hopefully he changes his stance on the women's division as well, because they are a draw. They can draw, without a doubt. And Saraya and Britt Baker, without a question, is going to be drawing a lot of people, and they're going to be really helping with the pay-per-view buys. So, without a doubt, Tony Khan will change his stance, if he hasn't already, when it comes to women's wrestling. And there's got to be a reason why he paid an absurd amount of money to Saraya, to bring her on the show, to bring her on the promotion, because he sees the draw right there. And there you see it. Hater throws Sky Blue over the top rope. Sky Blue stays on the apron. And now kick to Rebel right there. Distraction. Hater trying to gain advantage of the distraction, but again, Sky Blue one step ahead, kick to Hater once again, and climbs the top turnbuckle, diving down crossbody on Hater, going for the cover, and Hater with a kick out, a mere kick out, but a kick out. The match continues. Toni Storm looks a bit tensed, a little nervous as she stands right there in the corner. Once again, guys, have not heard yet from NWA, so that's interesting. You know, hopefully it's not going to be a surprise. So let's see. And Blue Storm, Hater, Rebel, big old, wow, True here with some big old eyes for everybody, for Blue, for Storm, for Hater, for Rebel, but none for Britt Baker. True. Adam Cole is not going to be happy, or maybe he's going to be happy, but wow, no love for Britt Baker. That's interesting. True. Okay, and there you go. Roll up cover from Sky Blue to Hater with the kick out once again. Gary says, you have a fantastic studio. Thank you for that, brother Gary. Thank you. And like Batista, no matches listed when the match on the screen. Alright, King Tones here with a thumbs down. Turning heel on me. Okay, we will list the matches as well. Next week, I'm going to list the matches as well. Alright, James says, hey, eyes off Blue. I had dips first. Blue is awesome, without a doubt. And there you go. A big elbow strike to Blue. Blue is dazed. Blue is dizzy. Hater looking to take advantage. Those elbow strikes from Hater to Blue. Anybody here who remembers the wrestler Amale from NXT UK? Anybody? Let me know if you do. Amale from NXT UK. Sorry, AJ, wait a second, Ricky's in the house. Ricky, we were just wondering, where is Ricky? Where is he tonight? And here you are. He says, sorry, AJ, I'm not watching too much Dynamite tonight. I just finished Crazy and Wild Police Chase in LA. This guy crashed 10 cars in the street in LA. Wow, that's awesome. Ricky, it seems like you were having a great time, my brother, so that's amazing. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. And there you go, one more time. We got Hater on top wait a second, what's going on here? Sky Blue is definitely being taught right. She's got the athleticism, she's got the moves, but still, Hater with her experience one step ahead, big clothesline to Sky Blue, taking her out and getting the pinfall. Toni Storm does not look happy, not one bit. There you go. Khan should realize that the fans love women's wrestling when it's booked well. Absolutely, and I feel like he will be forced to change his stance if he hasn't already. I mean, you know, looking at the pay-per-view buys for Saraya and Britt Baker, he will definitely have to change his stance. It's going to be great. Lots of people are going to be tuning into Full Gear just to watch Saraya come back and wrestle. It's for sure. Guys are running out of lotion. Guys are running out of lotion right now. They probably are, True. You're right. Baker is okay. She lacks okay, True. Alright. This is not a very PG chat, as we can see. Alright, okay. Yes, I remember her, Suzanne. I miss Batista thumbs down when the powerbomb. Oh, yeah. Oh, we remember that powerbomb. Very well, we do. That's correct. Adrian, remember to get AEW Dynamite card right. We're going to get the card. I'm going to get the card on the stream from next week. We'll do that. Thank you. And alright, so I can see about Amale that Andy remembers her. I don't know if anybody else does, but Amale is coming to the Wrassingh show. She's going to be here, you know, from NXT UK. A former NXT UK talent. She's going to be right here on the show in just a couple weeks. So Amale is coming soon. Dear Lord, come on. They're really playing with my emotions right now. Still, no email from the guys. Still waiting. Wow. Wow. I've got to say, very well balanced. The show is very well balanced because if you look at the whole thing, guys, wow, this is not a number that a lot of people would like, but we've got 6 matches tonight. We got 6 segments and 6 commercial breaks. The whole thing was very well balanced in terms of the commercials, the ads, the matches, the segments. Just a perfect balance, a perfect mix of things. I love that. That's right. And let's see what else do we have here. We've got we got Chua says who remember with the card. Yes, we'll do that. AJ thought Batista was related to the bloodline. He's not, brother. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought that these guys are now married, so they have a bedroom, they have their own apartment where they can do stuff. But no, they still have to come out here and have to make out while making the entrance. That is just unnecessary, not needed. But here we are with Tay and Sammy making their way out. This is funny, right? Night chatting. That's right, Andy. Absolutely is. It's always a pleasure. That's right. Archer attacking Ricky Starks in the back. That happened. That's right. True. I swear this reporter is always a joke. Without a doubt. Watch along with the rest of them. We're going to do that as well, Kingtons. We're going to do that as well. Dragon Ball Sammy. Dragon Ball Sammy. Yeah. What's coming up next? Alright, Bryan Danielson coming up next. Always looking good. Tomorrow, Impact will miss Mia Yim. That is correct, guys. Kingtones, that is correct. They will definitely be missing Mia Yim. Again, I'm still waiting to hear back from NWA. Haven't really received, a confirmation of the time or the wrestler, so just waiting. Impact Wrestling's Watch Along tomorrow might be affected because of the NWA situation. So, haven't heard yet, but if we're gonna be moving this show, maybe delaying it or anything, or canceling it, whatever happens, I'll let you guys know. But so far, I haven't heard from NWA just yet. But the interview will be happening sometime in the evening, from what I understand. Let's see though. Anyways, here we are with Bryan Danielson and Sammy kicking things off. Sammy with those big chops to Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson though with another big chop to Sammy and an uppercut to Sammy Guevara right there. Sammy returns the favor. An uppercut to Bryan. Bryan with the headbutt to Sammy, followed by those series of kicks right there to the chest of Sammy Guevara. Lotion, that's what spit it. Oh wow, James here going hardcore. Okay, brother. AJ, you should ask her what she thought about working with Xia Brookside. Definitely, Andy. I will definitely make sure to ask that. I'll write this comment down as well so I don't forget. Thank you for that, brother. You're awesome. And let's see, AJ, what is the best moment I missed for Dynamite tonight? Brother Ricky. So, Saraya is back. She's 100% cleared, medically cleared to wrestle. She has announced that she's going to be fighting Britt Baker at Full Gear. So, that is one moment that she missed out on. And apart from that, we had some good matches. 6 matches overall, so that's fantastic. And there you go, Sammy sending Bryan to the turnbuckle. Bryan with a nice counter. Good job. Sammy, nice. Good job here countering Bryan as well. And now followed by a drop kick, kicking him out the ring right there. Say what you want about Sammy. He's super annoying, but still, he can go out there and he can wrestle. At least he can dodge a lot, so good on him. Elbow strikes through Sammy, stopping him as he was going to go for a big dive from the ring. But Bryan Danielson going for a high-risk maneuver right now off the top turnbuckle. I don't think it's going to work out. And, okay, nice. Connected very well. Good job. AJ, keep us posted on the community tab. That's right. Absolutely. So, the tab or the comments, I'll let you guys know. How you calm your nerves during the interviews? Oh, James, it's a great question, but I used to be a nervous wreck before the interviews. I used to be an absolute nervous wreck. I guess my degree in journalism kind of helped me, get into the whole groove and be professional when I'm doing the interviews. And apart from that, it was the interview that I did with Edge, right? The Rated R Superstar Edge. When I was about to do that interview, I was an absolute nervous wreck. And it was crazy. But right before the interview, I told my friends, I told my family that, hey, if I'm able to do this one, I'm never going to be nervous again for any other interview. And after my interview with Edge, I'm just never nervous again. Even my interview with Kurt Angle, I was not nervous. So, I'm alright. I'm cool. And as we see here one more time, Sammy grabs Bryan Danielson, sends him to the table. Looks like somebody's got to be going through that table right now. And I don't think it's going to be Bryan. Oh my gosh. With the microphone. That is crazy. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's literally jamming the microphone into Bryan's skull. That has gotta hurt. Real bad. Dear. This guy's such a bully. The mic's not working. What is Sammy talking about? What is he even trying to do right here? And no problem, my brother Ricky. No problem. Sammy Guevara has a face his mother would hate. You know it, Gary. You know it. And MJF certainly has that face, and his mother wishes that she had gone for the abortion. that's that. And King Tones says that, what does he say? I don't know the comment. He says, what time is Hard Times Eastern time? So Hard Times pre-show, I believe, is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the main show, of course, is going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern, so that's what's going to be happening. Hard Times 3 streaming live this Saturday, so cannot wait for it. Cannot wait indeed. Let's see what else do we have here. We got Ricky, 16 like, thanks for that, brother, thank you. And Guevara has a punchable face, or he has a super duper punchable face, brother. Without a doubt, he's got a super punchable face. Anyways, we are back on a commercial break, which means 7 commercials for the night so far. Not bad. Again, not bad at all. And these commercial breaks, the ads that I've written down there, they include the picture-in-pictures as well. So that's that. Anyways, James says, what festival is going on? No festival just yet. We just had a festival on Tuesday, I believe, right? Yeah, on Tuesday. So that was a big one. It was our first Sikh Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday. So that was the festival that happened on Tuesday. So yeah, that was a pretty big festival. But right now, there's nothing else going on. I know Christmas is coming up soon, so I hope that you guys are all ready. You guys are all excited for Christmas. And True says, they were cheating. F you, Sammy. You know it. That's what Sammy's all about, True. I hate this guy. Absolutely despise Sammy Guevara. He may have, but you typed it down, so I'm giving you the credit, says Andy. I'm not sure what that is about, but thank you for that, Andy. Thanks for the credit. You're awesome. Alright, let's see. Wait, Full Gear is this Saturday too? No, Full Gear is happening on the 19th of November, so it's not this Saturday. This Saturday, 12th of November, is Hard Times 3. Full Gear is happening on the 19th, and I believe the week after, 26th, is going to be Survivor Series. So we're going to be having pay-per-views back to back to back. And between Full Gear and Survivor Series, we also have Impact Wrestling's Overdrive. So we really have an overdrive of pay-per-views this month in November, and that is for sure. That's right. Thanks for that, True. Thank you. What is it and celebration of what? So, just like I said, the birthday of the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, you guys can absolutely Google them and, find out more about them. But basically, we're celebrating the teachings, we're praying, all that stuff. So we basically celebrate the day by praying, by attending prayers and also selfless service. So if you go to any of the gurdwaras or something, especially on this day, right, there's a free kitchen going on where they're feeding hundreds and thousands of people and millions of people actually, if you take into account the festivities across the globe, and that's all free of charge. So a day prior, an evening prior to the festival, they're there in the very big kitchen, an open kitchen, and everybody's cooking, everybody's helping with the cooking, and they're doing any kind of service that they can. People bring in food from home, people are cooking over there, they're cutting vegetables, they're making bread, making dough, all that kind of stuff for the free kitchen that happens on the day of the festival. It's all about selfless service and and the love of God. That's it. But Google it and you'll see a lot more about it. Thank you guys. And here we are one more time, back from the commercial, and Sammy with those big punches right there to Bryan Danielson. Somebody needed to bleed tonight. Is somebody bleeding? Is it Bryan bleeding? It's gotta be Bryan who's bleeding, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Of course he's bleeding. Not surprised at all. Sammy with those big punches to Bryan Danielson, and the guy has started to bleed. You're right, True. Somebody had to bleed. Oh, Sammy, my boy, everybody can sush. James, come on. Did not need to sush me. What time are you going live for Hard Time? Ricky, we're gonna go live at 7 p.m. Eastern, brother, for Hard Time pay-per-view. And still, let's take a look at the email. Come on, NWA. Come on, give me something. Give me something, NWA. Come on. Just waiting. No emails just yet. So, we're doing the interview tomorrow. That's for sure. But the time, tomorrow evening is what they said. But the time, the wrestler that we're interviewing, no word on that. So that's that. Anyways, Sammy going for the cover on Bryan. Wow. With that being said, he gets the victory over Bryan. He pins him successfully 1, 2, and 3. Which means right now the score is 1 for Bryan, 1 for Guevara. The match continues. Thank you for that, Ricky. Thanks for that. And something like thanks. No, it's a lot different, brother. Google it. It's hard to put. It's hard to really say it right now in the middle of the match. But if you Google it, you'll see all about it. That's right. And maybe one day, I can talk to you guys more about it. That's right. As you see right here, this is a bad week for NWA, especially after the whole Nick Aldis thing. It's been quite a week for NWA for sure. And during the interview, I'm just thinking if I should ask about Nick Aldis or not. Probably should not, but let's see. It would be funny if they actually give me Nick Aldis for the interview. That would be hilarious. And Danielson to win is true. That'd be interesting. Wait a second. They've just announced it. Wait. So we're getting Lethal and Jeff Jarrett versus Sting and Darby Allin at Full Gear. They have just announced it, so it's official. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal are teaming up to take on Sting and Darby Allin, and it's happening at Full Gear. That is pretty big. That is huge. Another big match has been added to Full Gear. Sting and Darby Allin versus Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. It goes down at Full Gear, guys. It's crazy. Did not expect that to happen, but it's happening. It's going down. They probably are going to tell you after you go off the air. Most likely, Andy. Oh, wait a second. You think that they're watching this right now? Hello. Just for the jokes. Nah, I don't think so. But let's see. And Gary says, has Jim Cornette made any statement about the Money in the Bank fiasco? Nothing that I've heard of from Jim Cornette just yet. But I'm looking forward to it. AJ, every weekend, this month is wrestling pay-per-view. That's right, every weekend this month we have a wrestling pay-per-view, and of course in December we have nothing. No wrestling pay-per-views in December. I think Winter is Coming is the only special show that we have. So this month is it for all the wrestling that you want to see, all the wrestling pay-per-views you want to see this year. And wow, look at that one more time. Savvy Guevara is still in control. And James, I'm gonna type it down for you, brother. I'm going to type it down so you can Google it. Thank you. And Sammy slipped in the ropes. That's right. Yeah. But still has a submission hold locked in real tight on Bryan Danielson. Bryan trying to get away. But I'm going to just send this very quick to you so you can Google it. So you can Google it, brother James, when you want to. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. Fully here is fireworks. That's right. Full Gear is going to be fireworks, especially after tonight, after the matches that they've announced tonight. It is indeed fireworks. Jeff Jarrett making his in-ring debut for AEW. Saraya making her in-ring debut for AEW. It's big. It's a big show for sure. Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm. It really doesn't get any bigger than that. Super excited about Full Gear. And now the series of headbutts from Bryan to Sammy. And just like True said early on, I definitely see it happening as well. I think Bryan is definitely picking up the victory. And Sammy with the counter. Bryan one step ahead. Knee to the face of Sammy. Taking him down and taking him out just like that. And if you look at the time left here, we've got about 8 minutes, 27 seconds still left before the show is going to be over. Which is great, guys. Now we don't have to look at the time. We don't have to look at the clock wondering how much time do we have left. It's right here, which is wonderful. Let's see what else do we have here. Will Sting come back in the red and the black? I hope so. I really do hope so. Let's see. A Vampire would love Moxley. Without a doubt, brother. December would be family time. I think no wrestler wants a pay-per-view. I think it's sweet. I know a lot of people still are mad about the fact that we're not getting day one as a pay-per-view. But I feel like it's okay because wrestlers have a life as well, and let them go out there, let them enjoy, have a good family time, family day, and not worry about wrestling on the first day of the year. Let them do their thing. So I'm not mad about day one getting canceled, honestly. Let them do their thing. Sure, it's exciting. As fans, it's exciting to watch some wrestling on the first day of the year. But again, as wrestlers, from their perspective, and not just wrestlers, hundreds of people who were involved in the production around the world, right? For them as well. Let them have fun. That's it. And James says, hello NWA, if you're watching, get rid of Velvet, and I'll try and watch NWA again. James here with some message to the NWA. Interesting, brother. Interesting. No, they're fantastic. But yeah, just waiting on it. I'll let you guys know once we have a word on who are we going to be interviewing for the show. Super excited though. And Andy says, no way, James. NWA should get rid of Austin Idol. Oh my gosh. Austin Idol. Andy, Velvet would love you for that comment. Austin Idol gets on her nerves. He gets on Taryn Terrell's nerves. He gets on every lady's nerves out there. So, yeah, you're right. The ladies would love you for making that comment. Kingston says, so WWE's next pay-per-view is going to be Royal Rumble end of January. That's right. Long time, right? There's a long break between now and the Rumble, without a doubt. Anyways, this is another ad that we're getting here. So in total, including all the picture-in-picture commercials, we've had 8 commercials tonight. So not bad. Still, not bad considering that these include picture-in-picture. About 3 or 4 of those. So that's that. And Andy says, I love Velvet. There you go. So nobody's saying nothing about Velvet because Andy loves her. There you go. And once again, we are still on commercial. Bryan Danielson picking up momentum. Nice, going out there, taking out Sammy just like that. Gary says Austin Idol is an aggravator. He really is, without a doubt. And Tay Conti now just pulls the referee from the ring. And the referee's not taking it. He's angry. He's following Tay Conti around. I don't think Tay realizes it, but the referee is mad. He's going to eject her from the ringside, and that's for sure. Look at that. That's right. She has been ejected. The referee ejects her from the ringside. The match is not going to go down with her being around. That's good. I love the Velvet Sky too, Andy, says Ricky. Okay, we've got some competition in the house. It's Ricky and Andy for Velvet. That's good. Where is Anna J? I know, right? Where is Anna J? We haven't seen her in a bit. And here we are. Of course, Bryan Danielson still bleeding. Now with those elbow strikes between Sammy and Bryan being traded as they try to make it up to their feet here. Still got about 5 more minutes before the show is going to be over. Bryan with those big elbow strikes to Sammy. Sammy, though, just trying to poke his eyes. There you go. Causing some more damage to Bryan, temporarily blinding him. He's got to go for a suplex of Bryan Danielson. Bryan, though, is not going to go down so easily. And he suplexes Sammy right into the turnbuckle. Back first into the turnbuckle pads. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. And Rick, and of course, Sammy in trouble right now. Thank you for that, King Tones. Thank you, Andy, Ricky. And once again, big kicks to Sammy as he's hanging upside down from the top turnbuckle. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt when you're stuck over there and Bryan hits you with a series of kicks to the chest. Taking out Sammy just like that. If you wrestle Bryan Danielson, you're going to be sore the next day. Without a doubt, Gary, that's what I was thinking. Imagine all the kicks to the chest and everywhere else that you're taking. You've got to be sore. You're right. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. Surfer Sting coming back would be golden. I would like it. Don't think it's going to happen, though, in this day and age, but I would love Surfer Sting to come back. Oh, hell yeah. Would be amazing. Roosh versus Bandito on Friday. That's right, brother. Bandito is a big asset. A big asset for AEW. He'd be a big asset wherever he goes, but of course, he's here in this company. He feels special. He feels appreciated here. And, of course, this Friday, we're all going to appreciate Bandito. And also, we're going to be seeing Orange versus Lee happening this Friday for the All Atlantic Championships. That's going to be great. I don't know, guys, what you feel about the the title reign for Orange Cassidy so far, the All Atlantic title reign, but I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the way he comes out, holding the title in his backpack, just casually defending it. Not even an open challenge, but literally anybody who challenges him for the championship, he casually just accepts the challenge. So I'm loving whatever Cassidy has been doing with the title. I think it's fantastic. It's been great. And once again, Sammy. It's got to be over now. This has to be it. This has to be it. The yes locked in from Bryan Danielson on Sammy. Sammy's got to tap. He's got to tap. That's right, Sammy missed. That's right, brother. Crowd chants, you effed up. That is funny. He did F up, right? Oh my gosh, Sammy grabs the ropes. Did not see that coming. I thought that was going to be over right there, but the Sammy grabs the ropes. The match continues. Bryan's not looking too happy. And yet another big kick to the chest of Sammy Guevara just right there. Ricky with those yes chants. Cassidy needs to give back the belt. Wow, Andy's not having it. Andy's not loving Cassidy's title run, I see. Okay, once again, Bryan with those big yes kicks to the chest of Sammy. Sammy with the dodge. Knee strike to the face of Bryan. Bryan in trouble. Sammy gets him up on top of his shoulders, looking to put him away. Let's see. Wow, and Bryan there, one step ahead. Back break. Wait a second. Wow. That was crazy. Bryan is going to that zone right now from where there is no coming back. Bryan is looking to put Sammy away for good. The fans are loving every bit of it. Bryan goes run to him. It's over. It's got to be. Wait a second. Sammy turns it around somehow, some way. and now has the walls of Jericho logged in on Bryan Danielson at the moment. That is crazy. Wow. And Gary says the wrestler's chest must be one big callus. Look at Bryan's chest. Look at his face. The guy's bleeding. The guy's chest all red. Sammy's chest all red himself. Crazy. AJ, Ethan Page would get... wait a second. Alright, Bryan also reaches the ropes, which means that we're now in the final minute or so of the match. It's gonna be over anytime soon now. Chua says, AJ, Ethan Page gets to face Bandito versus Rush for the World Championship Eliminator Finals. Lance Archer versus Ricky Starks. Brian Cage versus Dante Martin. It's gonna be interesting. We know that 2 people are gonna be qualifying to the finals. They're gonna be meeting at Full Gear. Let's see who they're gonna be. Chua, who do you think is it gonna be? Are the 2 people going to be? And there you go, Bryan taking on Sammy, and this is going to be it, without a doubt. This has to be it. But Bryan is still not going to cover Sammy. I think he's just getting fired up right here. He's going to wait for Sammy to get up. Oh, wow. I don't know what Bryan is doing. That could have been an easy cover, but he did not go for the cover. Instead, he gives Sammy a chance to counter and put him away for good. Sammy puts Bryan away, and now climbing the top turnbuckle himself. Looking for a high-risk maneuver. This might pay off. And oh my gosh, he went for the Swanton Bomb. And Bryan gets his legs up just in the nick of time. Knee right there to the back of Sammy. And now with those elbow strikes to Sammy, he's got to go for the cover. With that being said, guys, we are officially going overtime. A little bit over time as we speak right now. Bryan with the yes lock logged in on Sammy. That is correct. Cassidy is having some enjoyable matches. That's right, brother. Absolutely. This has been great. And there he goes. Sammy got a tap. He's got a time. He's got a tap. He's got a tap. He refuses, though. We are going overtime. That is crazy. And there you go. Sammy trying to reach the ropes. And James says Bryan Danielson wins. Okay, I guess. For me, it's still going on. A little bit delayed now. But just like James says, Bryan Danielson with the victory. Good for him. That's right, we see it. So Sammy, you gotta give him credit where it's due. The Sammy did not tap out. He did not quit. He passed out. But that is a determination that he has, right? He doesn't want to quit. He wants to fight until his last breath. Bryan had to pass him out to get the victory. Bryan with the victory. Sammy passes out. That was a good show. A good match. Overall, really a fantastic show. 6 matches, 6 segments, a perfectly balanced show indeed. Loved every bit of it. I mean, absolutely incredible show. The best wrestling that I've seen all week. Raw, NXT, they get a thumbs down from me. This show right here gets a big 2 thumbs up. Loved it. Had a good time. 2 hours literally flew by, guys. Alright, thank you for that, King Tones, once again. And Gary here with an 8 out of 10 for the show. True with a 5-1 with the predictions. That's nice, brother. Always the best. King Tones with a 7. James with a 7. And Ricky, of course, 0-0. He says, blame police chase. My score was 0-0. That's okay, Ricky. That is alright. Thank you, King Tones, again. Chua also with a 7. And Andy says, I enjoyed the show. True with an 8.5. I like that. That's right, King Tones. Batista style, thumbs down to Raw and NXT. Thank you once again, guys, for joining me. But before we go, let me really quick check the email once again. Let's see if we have an update. Because we're just waiting to hear back from the NWA guys. Just 1 second. It's refreshing. Yeah, haven't heard anything yet, but once I do, I'll let you guys know. Haven't heard anything yet. They've said that we're going to schedule the interview tomorrow evening, so the time is not confirmed. Who am I going to be interviewing? I don't know just yet, so kept in the dark right now. But once I know, I'll let you guys know. You know, until then, the Impact Wrestling watch-along status for tomorrow is up in the air. Once I have the confirmation and I have the time for this interview, I'll let you guys know accordingly. Once again, thank you guys so much. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody, for the love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And if we do the interview around Impact Wrestling time, then I'll, of course, be seeing you guys on Friday. Well, thank you so much once again for the love. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Sleep well. Thank you, Tones. That's right. I'm going to update the community tab as well. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, True. Everybody, James, Ricky, King Tones, all of you guys, Chua, Gary, Andrew, if you're there, everybody, thank you so much for being here, for the love. Have a good night, sleep well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.